The finals devs just had an AMA session on Reddit. If you don't know, AMA stands for Ask Me Anything. A lot of important questions like game balance, text chat, custom process and many more were answered during this AMA, and I'll basically summarize it for you. But remember, I am only covering the questions that I think are most important to majority of the player base. So if you want to read the whole thing, link is in the description. With that being said, let's get started. Now, text chat is a feature a lot of players asked for, especially people who solo queue, and the devs have confirmed that it is coming in season 3. The question was, it can be really difficult to coordinate with people who refuse to join voice. Is the introduction of a text chat planned? And they replied saying that we are planning to add text chat during season 3. So basically we got a confirmation of text chat. Now this could go two ways. Either this is going to be really good for solo queue, or the game will just get more toxic. Next is skill cams. Skill cams are something that many players wanted because in some cases you don't know whether the enemy is really good at the game or if he's cheating. A kill cam would make it really easy to identify a cheater. So as a reply to the question, is a kill cam something that has been considered and is it possible to implement? They answered saying that we definitely want to build this and we have for a long time. It is something we will make at some point for sure, and we realize that it's important. As pointed out by this Reddit user, it is difficult to implement due to the dynamic nature of the game, but we are of course up for a challenge. Now the reason why kill cams are so hard to implement is explained really well here. Basically the finals has a lot of interactable objects, destruction and so much going on at a given point of time. If the servers were to record everyone's POV, it would put a lot of stress on the server. In a game like Call of Duty where the map is stationary, it is much easier to implement than in a game like the finals. Now game balance is a pretty controversial topic because if you read the previous patch notes, you know that they've just been nerfing a lot of stuff, and a few people want some weapons to be buffed and the others just want those weapons to be nerfed. So it's kind of tricky for the devs here. Now this question is big, so you can pause and read, but basically the main points are how does the process for balancing the game work, to which they replied, we balance on different criterias including data, internal playtest, feedback and external feedback. We wouldn't really say that we're balancing the game for fun over competitive, rather we are trying to balance the game to be engaging and fun while supporting a wide range of strategies, tactics and playstyles. Next up is custom crosshairs. Now Otter and Gravity Drop did have some beef with this topic, and basically to this question the devs replied that they have a design laid out and will implement more customizations in the future. So basically you don't have to fight over this anymore. Now another small question I wanted to add in this was, what plans do you have to ensure that the player base stays at a healthy level? To which they replied, there's a couple of things we're doing. We're trying to make sure we have a balanced game where there's something for everyone, from hardcore competitive ranked grinders to casual gamers. Another big part is also our continued work on the anti-cheat. Having a safe game is going to be critical for us in the long term. Now we got some news on marketing of the game from this question. How do you rate the current player base as acceptable or insufficient? To which they replied and admitted that the marketing for this game has currently been small, but that was to build the core player base, that is basically us, and they will do more marketing in season 3. Now it seems like we'll be getting some new movement tech, because as an answer to this question, do you guys think wall jumps / wall running will find a home in the finals at some point? To which Rob answered, I would love this. Now they did not mention of this being available anytime soon, so don't hope for this being in season 3. And the last question I wanted to mention here is this one. Do you have any plans to add a badge or mastery system into the game, as in something you can display in your banner that you mastered a certain gun, gadget or build? And they replied yes. Honestly, I would love to see this feature in game. Games like Call of Duty have had this feature for a long time, and it would be awesome if you could show off your stats, skins, etc. on your profile. These are the questions that I wanted to share in this channel, and there are many more interesting questions that I did not cover in this video. So again, I encourage you to read the whole thing. Link is in the description. Just wanted to make a video on this topic because we got a lot of news in this. And yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.